Hello, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good morning. Right. So today, we're gonna proceed with topic six, okay, which is international marketing and international operation management. And yeah, so without further ado, I will proceed because we have 55 slides for this topic. But inshallah, it's not all covered. But for this topic, we will have individual assignment, which is focusing on the IKEA case study. Okay, so don't worry so much after I'm having the lecture. Okay, then I will ask you what to do for this topic. Okay, so this one is quite cold day, and yeah, it's like yeah, very what we call in Malaysia right now. I'm talking about in Malaysia. Um, it's quite cold day. It's lovely that everybody are happy to have sleep on this time, right? So yeah, wake up. We have, still have class. We have more like if I'm not mistaken, around 5 weeks from now before we go for final exam. Uh, the schedule for final exam also is already been distributed. Okay, inshallah, after it's been finalized, then we will get when is our paper. Inshallah, we will do online exam for this semester. Huh? All right. So yeah, what is like this topic outline? Okay, so after studying this topic, the student should be able to number one, understand the international marketing management, and of course, we will learn about what is the difference between marketing and also international marketing, and then how does this international marketing management being done. And then the second one, we will explain about the marketing mix issues and decisions, which is you have learned this one in every single classes of the business. Don't say that you don't even heard the words. Okay, we have product, we have pricing, promotion, and also place. All in here we call as distribution. And the third one, we do have discussed the nature of the international operation management. Okay, we learn about the terms on the international, what is the difference between operation management and also international operation management, and what is international logistic. Okay, and then what is the mode of entry, sorry, what is the mode of transportation we use in order to expand the market in the local and also the international business. And the fourth one, we will learn about discuss production management and international service operations. So we're focusing on some parts of the servicing. And the last one, explain on how to manage the productivity, quality, and information in international business. Okay, so this is the thing will be covered in our topic today. Okay, inshallah. So okay, we move to what is the international marketing management. All right. So basically, as you can see from the slide that I'm sharing with you all, marketing is the process. Okay, if I just recap back, marketing is the process whereby there will be a buyer and a seller, and then the seller is doing the process of selling the product or services to serve the customer and meet their satisfaction need and wants. Okay, and in other way around, if you see from here, marketing is the process of planning and executing the conceptions, pricing, promotion, and distributions of the ideas, goods, and services to create the exchanges that satisfy individual and organizational objectives. So this is the marketing in the context of the international business, and whereby international marketing is the extension of these activities across national boundaries. So when we're talking about the extension of these activities is referring to in administration, human resource, operations, okay, and also financial and accounts. So it interrelated and they have the extensions. All right. So if you see from the next slide here, this is the integrated functional area that I mentioned to you all just now. It's involve some of the, if you see the dotted line, and they have like two ways of the dotted line and arrow here. So to show that the relationship between the marketing is well versed and is quite a big and a large perspective. Can I say that? Yeah. So um, when we just mentioned about the marketing itself, it will be related to the operation management, and whereby operation management will be related to the marketing, And so do with like accounting will be related to the marketing itself, and the marketing will be related to the accounting. And for the marketing parts will be interrelated with the human resource management, and also human resource management will related with the marketing. And the last part will be goes to the finance, okay, and accounts, okay. And yeah, we have also account finance with marketing, marketing and finance, okay, finance. Some foreign students say it's finance, not finance. It's a finance. So so this is basically how the integrated function area between the international marketing and also the another functions areas of the value chain in the company. All right, so we're moving to the next one. Okay, international marketing management. So basically, people design come to life. Uh, so you see, this is how the IKEA try to penetrate the market. So we do know how actually the process of the marketing, international marketing management. Okay. Okay, so this is the marketing mix. Okay, number one, how to develop the firm's products, how to price those products, how to sell those products, and how to distribute those products to the firm customers. So marketing mix is basically about the four P's. Okay, just to tell you, four P's is like according to the Kotlers. Okay, Kotlers is the fathers of marketing, who imposing the marketing mix as the four P's, as a product, price, place, and also promotion. Or in here they use the word, it's not place, but they use the word distributions. And other way around, to enhance this what we call four P's of the promotional marketing mix. So they enhancing into the seven P's. This is the modern theories, okay, under the marketing mix. Okay, seven P's includes not just only price, place, promotion, and also products. But it will goes with the another three P's will be like P. The first P is for people. Okay, so in order to do this four P's, it will be embark these strategies marketing mix by having these people. Okay, so people will create the product, people will set up the price, people will do the promotion, and people will also do the distributions. All right, and that is the people, the first piece. And the second piece, we're talking about the process. Okay, so how we want to create the process before it become the end products. It should be we start with like inputs. Okay, start with the raw materials, and then it will goes with the transformation process, and then will become the end products, what we call products. Okay, and the second one, we talking about the price. Okay, the process of setting price. Of course, we have to know how much the marginal cost for that in order to set up the selling price, and what is the original cost for that product. Okay, and then the third one, maybe if I relate with the process of in terms of the promotions. Okay, as you know, in terms of the promotion itself. Okay, how to process. If marketing mix, we do have four P's, right? For the promotion also, they have promotional mix. We have like ASPP, something like that. Okay, number one is about the process of promotion mix is advertising or advertisement. Second one, we have sales promotions. And then the third one, we have personal selling. And the last one, we have public relations. So this is how the way of the promotion mix, process of the promotion mix been done. And the last one, we're talking about distributions, how the place that been, whether we want to choose brick and mortar, is the physical stores, or maybe people might think about brick and click. Okay, if you don't know what's mean brick and click, it's about online business. So that is a term. So distribution in here is a wide concept. Okay, so the process is taking from the tangible or physical stores towards the evolutions involvement of uh online stores. Nowadays is a trending for the online stores, right? So that is the process. And the third piece, we're talking about the physical evidence. Okay, so that's why when we're talking about just traditional marketing mix, okay, it's in the context of the books. Okay, of course we encourage you to remember these four P's, but another way around, as the business student, I want you to open up and expand, okay, your and give some like eye opener to you all, that it's not only just stated with the four P's, but it's also have the three P's. And the last piece is will be physical evidence. Of course, the first one, we do have the product itself. We do see, okay, this is the mouse, for example. This is mineral water. Okay, we see physical evidence. We want to sell mineral water, for example. So this is the physical evidence. Okay, where is your mineral water? This is my. I have a bottle of mineral waters. We can't say I'm selling mineral waters and suddenly there is not even have a single bottles in your stores. Okay, physical evidence. And the second one, we're talking about, let's say that one is product. Let's say price. We do see the label, how much the product, right? Okay, for example, if you want to buy certain product, okay, how much is the price? So we see the tagging. We see the tagging, right? The tagging of the price here. How much? Okay, how much actually the camera, the webcam camera that I want to teach you. So this one is the price. This is a part of investment. Okay, the, that's what is out of context. What I'm trying to say, this is the physical evidence to show to you all this we have the tagging price. Okay, we can touch it, we can see it physically and tangible. Okay, and the third one, we're talking about the physical evidence in terms of the promotion. Okay, if you see certain of, okay, let's say the promotion in terms of here, value buy example, right? You see the word value buy, this is the parts of the promotion strategy. Okay, if you buy this one, they have certain of the condition. Let's say the price should be, if I'm not mistaken, here is shown Singapore dollar is $3.75. In ringgit Malaysia is 7 ringgit 90 cents. And when come to MPH, it's already 4 ringgit because of the value buy. So this is a one of the proof, physical evidence they have the promotion. And the last one, we're talking about the place. You see physically the stores, you see the online stores. So that is all what we call as a part of the physical evidence for that physical evidence for online store. For example, the website, you can see the Instagram account, you can see the Facebook account. That is a part of the physical evidence. Okay, and of course, when you go for the brick and mortar, for example, physical stores, you know the location. Okay, just type. Okay, you can see that is the place, there is stores, there is retail stores, and so forth. Okay, all right. So we're moving to the next one. I think that is quite lengthy for my explanation on that because actually you have know it. You have learn from other classes. Okay, so this is the marketing mix. Products, we have products, we have pricing, promotion, and place. I already have some lengthy explanation just now. Okay, so this is the key decision making factors. Okay, so we do have the standardization versus customization. We have legal forces, economic factors, changing exchanging rates. Okay, and then changing exchange rates, and then we have target customers, we have cultural influences and the competition. Okay, one by one. Okay, the first one. Okay, we're talking about the standardization versus customization. When we do want to make some of key decision making factors, right? So we have to take into consideration and take into account that standardization is involving all the products that be standardized versus the customization, which is we custom made for you for your customer. So that is the simple way on how you want to understand this. What is the difference between standard and also customized? Standard, everybody will be have the standard version of your product. If this is a mineral water, everybody will get the same brand name. Okay, if you go for the same, let's say this one is in the Jaijesco. So Jaijesco, they have like a restaurant arena, right? So it's focusing on everybody will get the same if they go to that retail store. So everybody will get the same like this, particularly if you go to like the food court, right? So you will get the same brand. And let's say if let's say it's under certain brand name like university, right? They do provide okay this mineral water. So standardized, they will get this OUM, for example, right? Standardized, okay? So it's standardized. So customized, okay, I'm so sorry because maybe you were confused with that, right? Okay, standardized meaning to say everybody will get the same, okay, but customized, it customized according to your own. Let's say I want that products will be my name. Okay, let's say I don't want to put like this. Okay, like this university is customized this mineral water according to their name, university. So this is customized. Okay, or maybe you want to customize your design of your baju kurung, or maybe you want to use customize your own like a book. Yeah, example, right? Book. Can I say this book? Yeah, something like maybe your own personal belongings. Okay, you want it according to your own requirement. So that one is a part of it. Okay, and also when we're talking about in the international marketing management, we do have the legal forces. Okay, because uh certain legal forces is not encouraged to have the marketing can be done like that way in your country. Okay, but in our country it's not allowed. I give simple example. If you go to another foreign countries, for example, like US, right? Their advertisement, okay, for example, commercial television is quite open, okay. The system is too open, okay, whereas they have a lot of scene that is not is not permissible. If let's say in Malaysia, even though in Indonesia, right? So certain things it have to be have certain sensitivity, especially when come to like LGBT or not. Okay, that issue, right? So in US states, okay, they encourage to have like I'm not saying they encourage, but they have something that there is no problem when they have some like relationship between man and man. Okay, lesbians go and go. Okay, and they do also these kinds of thing into the advertisement. Okay, so um for me, like in Malaysia, because we do see this one, something like this is not um a good thing. Okay, this is not permissible in our country, especially in our religion as a Muslim, and even though other religion, okay, it's not allowed, okay, to have that this kind of thing. But in terms of the legal forces, this is when come to the legal forces, we not allowed that. We not permissible to those to have this kind of relationship between man and man, girl and man. It's okay if the relationship is about a friendship, but when they have more than that, it's like this is unhealthy relationship like lesbian, gays, okay, and even though they have transgender, okay, so this is LGBT, right? L for lesbian, G is for gay, okay, B is bisexual, okay, and then T transgender. So it's not allowed, okay, to have that. So the legal forces will be take into consideration, not consideration, will take into the enforcement of the law, not allowed for that. When come to the advertisement, for example, and for the economic factors, I believe that this is one of income. Okay, when we do some of the international marketing, um, I believe like Astro, okay, they do also have when you're watching like say Tamil or Indian movie, all of a sudden the advertisement will become to like it's from their country. So this is a part of the economic factor too. It will be contributed, okay, because we encouraging other for example products to be market and to be expand in another country, okay, and it will be contribute indirectly. And changing exchange rates, okay, of course, we're talking about international marketing management, so we cannot run away from we dealing with the currency exchanges, okay, foreign exchange, and the rate is differently and changing every day, okay, of course. And we do have also the target customers, okay. I told you, for those who are maybe have learned with me with in subject consumer behavior, uh and also in this class, okay, STP, we're talking about segmentation, targeting, and P is for positioning. When we're talking about the target customer, we are talking about who is your customer, who afford to pay your products, who afford to actually pay for your services. Okay, so the target customer able to make sure that they keep on supporting your products. Okay, and the next one, we do have the cultural influences because when we're talking about international marketing management, I just like slightly to tell you all, okay, let's say like a cultural influencer will also influence in terms of how do the certain companies they want to do marketing. Okay, for example, like McDonald's, when they want to actually expanding their market in India, they not allowed to have like Big Mac. Okay, so because Big Mac they contains like beef patty, right? Meat patty. So how they change this perception is to have like what we call vegetarian, okay, vegetarian, okay, to have like veggie patty. So it changed into from Big Mac to Maharaja Mac. They call it Maharaja Mac there. So that is one of the cultural influences. And if you realize, because tomorrow is our Malaysia Day, right? So McDonald have done around 3 weeks ago. I think like almost a month, the promotion on nasi lemak. Okay, nasi lemak McDonald, and they have the variety not only just to have the fried chicken, but they have sliced cuts chicken. Okay, into pieces. Okay, and the menus of yeah, why they highlighted on nasi lemak McDonald, because in Malaysia, okay, like we have Indonesians student here, right? So in Malaysia, because nasi lemak is one of our main, I can say me proudly to say that nasi lemak that been one of the menu, okay, our proud menu, okay, to represent okay Malaysia as a symbolic on that. So that also one of the cultural influences. If you heard the words like nasi ayam penyet, for example, of course, totally people know this is from Indonesia. And nasi ayam penyet, like we have Wong Solo, we have nasi penyet Ria, and this is the franchising business, right? It's already been expand um, nasi ayam penyet like geprek, whatever, right? So that one also been already been commercialized in this nation. So it's a part of the cultural influences also, okay? And that's why when we're talking about the marketing side, culture also it will be influenced on how you want to market your products, okay? And of course, we're talking about the competition. Totally, when we're talking about the competition, it's about how does the competition from one company to one company and how it compete in terms of their marketing. Okay, so I think that this is my personal opinion on that. Basically, like telco services, right? We do have Hotlink, we do have like Celcom, we do have DGU Mobile. Okay, so this is all are competing very intense, okay, intensely, because I believe because we are talking about advancement technology. So they will competing into which telco able to give a very very reasonable price, and at the same time a very best quality, excellent quality to their customer. So you cannot condemn or maybe just put, yeah, Hotlink is not good, Axis is not good, Celcom is not good, DJ is not good. Every single every single telco, they do have their strength and also they do have their weaknesses. So it's up to the customer, okay, whether you want to use which telco, because I believe this is about your satisfaction. Okay, if you're satisfied with Hotlink, yeah, proceed with it. If you maybe satisfied with DG, proceed with it. You satisfied with Celcom, proceed with it, right? So it doesn't matter because we're talking about how able the marketing side, okay, do their push or pull marketing in order to make sure that the customer able to meet their satisfaction needs and wants. Okay, all right. So we're moving to the next one. I cannot finish this topic one day, so it will have many parts. Okay, so we do have standardization versus customization. Okay, for those who have your manual with you, again, I would like to say thank you so much for those keep supporting by buying my manual, okay, online. I see your effort there. Okay, thank you. And please use your manual wisely. Okay. And now, if you turn to page 177, okay, they do explain about these three terms, ethnocentric, okay, polycentric, geocentric. Okay, so what is this? Okay, ethnocentric is referring to in the page 177, 177. Okay. Ethnocentric approach is easy to use. It's been stated in the text. Okay. However, it may not be desirable because the sales may be lost as a result of falling to consider the needs of the foreign markets. Okay, meaning to say in here, ethnocentric more endeavor, more endeavor on their parts of the local stores, sorry, local products or services. So they're focusing more on their local products and services. So meaning to say they only support the local products. So that's why in here, they said it's easy to use. This approach is very easy to use. However, the sale may be lost as the result of falling the competitors the needs of the foreign customer, meaning the foreign customer maybe not recognize the local products. So they will be switching to the another their foreign name or foreign brand name. Okay. And the second one, we do have the polycentric approach. They said in here it might be costly. It's quite costly and may actually serve to increase the firm revenues because the needs of the local customers are being met. Okay, in other way around, it's like ethnocentric also, but polycentric is more like uh, they will be focusing more on the local market. It will be increased, okay, in terms of their revenue. It's been stated, but in terms of the approach, it's very costly. Whereby for the geocentric approach, okay, is involving the standardizations of the marketing parts, okay, marketing needs. They allow the same, essentially the same product using, okay, in the local and also international market. For example, I get like Coca-Cola, Coke, wherever you go, you will realize or not, um, it will be seen as the same. Okay, you will realize the can of the Cokes, okay, and even the bottles of the Cokes, there will be like italic fonts with the words Coca-Cola. Even though you go to international countries, even though in Saudi Arabia, I realized that once, they have Cup Wow, Cup Lalif, and then Cup Wow, Lamalif, Cup Wow, Cup Lamalif, and then Cup Wow, and Khalif, Coca-Cola. So you will see there will be like even though it's Arabic, okay, it's like what we call Jawi, right? Jawi, it's like Alif Bata, something like that font, but it's still from far away we can realize okay, this is Coca-Cola in Saudi. You go to China, this like Mandarin language, but you can recognize this product is Coca-Cola. Okay, because the red color, okay, red color and also the italic font is showing that the standardized everywhere. So do with the Pepsi. The most like bottling packaging you will be seen. Because why? Penetrating. How they penetrate the market. It means that they use the geocentric approach. Okay, you can use this marketing in the in the local market or in the international market. All right. Okay, we're moving to the next one. Okay, so this is about pro and cons. Okay, if you realize if we're talking about standardized international marketing, this is advantage, this is disadvantage, and if you realize standardized international marketing advantage will be become for the customized disadvantage. Okay, for whereby for the customized international marketing will become advantage for their part disadvantage. You will confuse what I'm saying, right? Okay. Basically simple. You go turn to next page like this. Okay. Because we're talking about customized and also standardized. Whatever have in the standardized in here will be opposite. For the customized, this will become disadvantage. For advantage, standardized will become disadvantage. Whereby for disadvantage, standardized will become advantage. In simple word, how to make you understand it. Okay. So standardized international marketing. Okay, we do have the advantage. We have a few points here. For the first one, in terms of the standardized international marketing, uh, w- the advantage is lower marketing cost. Okay, why lower marketing cost? Because in terms of the marketing itself, you no need to do customize every single of your customer countries. Ah, so you do just only focusing every single country can accepting in terms of the standardized international marketing, and in terms of the cost, it's a very low. And the second one, the centralized control. Because you are the main country, let's say you are the home country, you will centralize the control towards every single of the country that you expanding your products or services. meaning to say you control in terms of the how the marketing been done. Okay, and the third one, efficient R&D. Research and development will be more efficient, systematic because every single will get a same win-win situation. Okay, there will not, okay, this country will have different, this country will have different. No, okay. And the fourth one, we're talking about the economies of scale. So in the concept, the more I told you before, right? You want to remember what is economies of scale. You maximize the profit, you minimize the cost. So meaning to say when you do standardize, you don't need to focusing each of the contingents or each of the continents, okay, of your market target. Target market, sorry, target market. So you will standardize everything. Okay, everything. Okay, every single country will have the same. So you will maximize more and at the same time you minimize the cost. Easy, right? And the last one, it will be global marketplace. So meaning to say every single country will accepting your market, your marketing way. Okay. And then for the disadvantage, we have a different product uses. Why? Because somehow whatever you do, your marketing strategy is the same with which what we need. So you cannot actually specific to have the product uses. It will have a totally different. And in terms of disadvantage also, there will have local legal differences. Every single market will have different in terms of their preferences. So you cannot actually have this what we call specific specification requirement or satisfaction each of your, for example, like every singles of continents will have a different preferences. Okay, and then the third one, we have the local buyer behavior. I told before because we're talking about local in here, meaning to say standardized is not preferable. Tidak digemari lah disebabkan mempunyai kepelbagaian. That's why you have to learn subject consumer behavior because in terms of the different behavior, we have the different buyer, we have a different behavior, and we have different preferences. Okay, and in terms of the local marketing, will be, even though I'm mightly communicate with you all in English and also some bahasa, but bahasa that I use in here is the Malaysia bahasa. And some of your friends Indonesian here, maybe they are not totally understood me well. Pity to them. Okay, even though like even I'm going to their country and even maybe they communicate with me or maybe text with me, certain of the text I have to get some understanding. I have to ask, okay, what means that? Okay, because some of your friends in here asking when is the deadline for group assignment, for example, right? If they maybe text me in English, it's they have better explanation. But if they text me in bahasa Indonesia, I will have that problem sometimes. But overall, I'm okay. But I also realize, okay, maybe they also have some problem with my bahasa and also with, I mean, like my language in bahasa Melayu Malaysia and also bahasa Malaysia, bahasa in Indonesia. Caranya kayaknya tuturnya will be totally different, right? Jadi pokoknya harus ditebang itu di Malaysia, tetapi pokoknya di Indonesia will be like pokoknya maksudnya which means like that, right? So yeah, that is talking about local. Yeah, different language will have a different meaning for them. Okay, and then market differences. Okay, so we're talking about market differences in here. Yeah, different market will have differentiation. Okay, in Malaysia market will be like this, Indonesia market will be like this, will be totally different. So is to say for the standardized international marketing is not preferable for those who have one more on preferences in more on personal or specifically own specific personal needs. Okay, it's not preferable and recommended. But for those who maybe preferred on the locally, taste differences, behavior, marketing differences, or users, product use features, okay, different customer, different features, it will be recommended for the second approach, which is we call as customization. Customization, okay, for international marketing. We do have advantages and also disadvantages. So pro and cons for this. Okay, I told you before, right? The disadvantage for the standardized will become advantage for the customized. Okay, So what is this? Okay. So for the customize, is different product use. Okay, let's say simple example I give you all. You have the problem, let's say for those who are everybody of us using shampoo, right? Okay. We do have the problem dandruff, climomore, climomore, dandruff problem. We cannot use a common shampoo. We cannot use because one shampoo is not for all. So you have to maybe use the shampoo for anti-dandruff, right? So that is means for the different product uses. So do certain product is specifically made for men. Produk tu untuk lelaki. Kayaknya untuk lelaki tetapi you use for women. So it's not allowed. We say not allowed, right? Who we are, right? But mostly different product use is only specifically, let's say the product is specific for segmentation for gender. Okay, mostly that product personal, okay, like personal products, okay, like units like deodorant, perfume, cream, what else, lotions, okay, and maybe certain of medication, okay, they're only just focusing for the gender, okay, so different product will have for different use. So that is what we call as customized. And in terms of the local legal differences, of course, certain legal legislation, I mean, it's like the law enforcement will be totally different. Okay, so you cannot expect in Malaysian law will be same with Indonesia, and Indonesian law will be same with the China law. Will be totally different. So that's why for those who are preferred to have your local brand, of course you will support on the advantage for the customized international marketing. Okay, in Malaysia, let's see. If you want to go to retail stores, for example, if let's say we want to buy something like canned food, we are looking number one whether it's halal toiban. It's for the Muslim customer, right? Halal toiban. So that is preferences. Okay, that is the local requirement to us to have. Everybody must be singles producer who want to produce their canned food. They must have tagging on the halal by Jakim, for example. If let's say, madam, if let's say they have like halal logo from other country, how is it? Okay, so halal actually is about mencari yang halal itu adalah bukan sunnah, is obligatory. Okay, is a part of our kewajipan, right? Obligation. So of course we want to look into the product that number one, if in Malaysia, of course from halal jakim. If let's say you doubtful about certain of the logo, maybe not so sure whether this is the genuine logo or not, you just visit to the halal logo, okay, in the logo website, okay, so the logo website pula, halal jakim, okay, website, and then you can see whether this is listed under genuine. Most probably what I can see is non-genuine. They just can I say just stamping with the halal logo with halam alif lam, something like that, right? So it's just totally just la halal lam alif lam. So meaning to say that yeah, it's local legal differences. So in Indonesia, if I'm not mistaken, we will not have a JAKIM, right? Like Malaysia, we do have JAKIM. But in Indonesia, we call as MUA, right? Not makeup artist, but Majlis Ulama Indonesia. Majlis Ulama Indonesia, MUI, yeah, MUA. So Majlis Ulama Indonesia, okay, will be responsible in order to make sure all the products in Indonesia is halal. Okay, so that's why local legal differences will have a different country will have a differences. And the third one, local buyer behavior. Okay, so in Malaysia, mencari yang halal itu fardu. Okay, we're seeking for the halal is a part of our obligations. Okay, so the behavior number one for Muslim, we seeking for halal. And number two, if let's say it's halal, if let's say other races, okay, maybe like Dashini, yeah, we have Dashini, non-Muslim, but for them, they're also not allowed to eat like for example like meat, right? So that is sensitivity. They have to know. Maybe they are seeking for veggie. Okay, maybe they're fasting. Okay, they're not allowed to eat certain the products. So local buyer behavior because I believe that Indonesia know. Okay, like in Malaysia we have multiracial, right? So like Indian they are not allowed to eat the meat. Okay, and only certain meat they can allowed to eat. Okay, so this is the thing that we have to respect on that. And then local marketing, of course, different countries we have the different in terms of the local marketing. And in Malaysia, in terms of the marketing, we do encouraging on the language like Bahasa Melayu, okay, and also English, or maybe we can use like Malaysian language, right? Bahasa Malaysia lah. Sometimes we will have bilanguage. And then the last one, market differences. Of course, totally will be same when we're talking about the market differences. Different country we have a different perspective in terms of their customized international marketing, right? So for the disadvantage, they have higher marketing costs. Of course, looking into this, when you want to customize in one continent on one market area, the cost will be totally huge because we specifically into something. We have specifically into something. And then the second one, they have less central control. Okay, so we're talking about how to say that less central control because you are relying on the certain countries. For example, you are your own controlling your parts, but even though it's under one same roof company, but in terms of how you control the marketing strategy is depending. Like Thailand, for example, they do encourage on their own Thailand language. Even though you see in the YouTube, right? Basically, they have like Thailand, Philippines, or maybe Arabic, okay, or maybe their own Mandarin language. Okay, so they will have in terms of the controlling will be less central control, meaning to say the HQ is not responsible to control any other counterparts marketing strategy and inefficient R&D because when they don't have the systematic, okay, because they less control on that, R&D will be indirectly inefficient, and less economies of scale. You cannot maximize profit, you cannot maximize the production and less cost because you have to customize it according to the target market customer. And the last one ignores the global market. So yeah, this totally because you have to rely on it and focusing on into specific area. If like in Indonesia, in like Malaysia only. If in US only, in Japanese market, it's only Japanese market. So it's they don't have like expanding standardized overall. Okay, so they will ignoring the global market. So meaning they are totally going for local. They're not global. Global meanings to say you go global at the same time you maintaining your local. Okay, all right. So we moving to the next one, international product policies. So if you realize in here, the standardized product or customized product, so they have target customer, legal forces, cultural influences, economic factor. I do explain this one in the previous, if you still remember, because in this one they only just focusing and highlight more. Okay, and then for the target customer, they do have the industrial product and consumer product. Okay, my beloved IB student, if you still remember what is the difference between these two? This is the thing that you learn in introduction to business class or maybe other marketing classes. Okay, what is target customer? Target customer is the customer who afford to buy your product. Okay, very good. So what is the difference between industrial versus consumer product? Okay, industrial product mostly what they did was what they did. They are not did anything but the producer and manufacturer is did the something. Okay. So what do the product okay produce? Okay, industrial product more focusing on the industrialized. Okay, for example like the company, the product is for the company purpose of usage. Example like IIT. Okay, we do have like computers, we do have like chairs, okay, classes, we do have like whiteboard, we do have a machine photocopy, okay, we do have cubicles. Okay, what else? We have the usage of the assets, okay, is for the company usage. Okay, that is industrial product. Whereas for the consumer product is focusing on the products used by the customer for their own and family. Example, you buy rice, cooking oil, you buy toiletries, utensils, okay, everything. Household products is for you, for your consumer product. So that is the difference between industrial product, okay. And then we're moving to the legal forces. Okay, that's why I said in last part, okay, previous part, I do covered all here. Okay, example, legal forces labeling requirement. I told you about halal. Okay, labeling. Okay, how we want to make sure that whether it have or not halal labeling. Okay, yeah, I again take this example and maybe I should focus more. Do you see halal by Jakim, which is have 8 hexagon here, okay? To make sure that this product and they have Malaysia, okay? And it's halal. And they also have MS. MS is referring to Malaysian standard 1500 2009. 1500 is referring to the consumer products. Okay, consumer products, and it will get their halal certification in 2009. Okay, so this is the labeling requirement. Okay, so according to the legal forces, yeah, this is the legal forces to have halal health standards. Let's say like in Malaysia, we do have KKM. The product have KKM, meaning to say certified by Kementerian Kesihatan Malaysia. Okay, and I do not have any products in here that do have KKM. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You know KKM, right? In Indonesia, maybe it's from Ministry of your Health. Okay, Ministry of Health is certified certain standard. Okay, and product design, how the bottle should be look like. Okay, maybe some bottles is circle, maybe the bottle maybe like in round cube. Okay, it's I do not know, but it's they have the product design and technical standard. Technical standard here, like I told just now, they have MS, okay, MS, uh, yes, like this, okay, MS 1500, something like that, right? So yeah, that is technical standard. Maybe some ISO 9000. Okay, yeah, that is one technical standard. All right. So in the cultural influences, we're talking about languages. Okay, so language, different language will have different meaning. I told you before, right? Malaysia pokoknya pokok is a tree. Indonesia pokoknya means, right? Meaning maksudnya, ya kayaknya. Okay, so language, different places will have different meaning. I'm so sorry, I'm not cursing, but I give a very simple example. I also give this example in my CB class. Let's say you want, I'm not cursing. In Indonesia, we do have the word aku butuh kamu, kamu butuh aku, right? Yeah, butuh means needs, perlu, Indonesian context. But butuh in here, in Malaysia, it's meaning like cursing words. You are cursing people with that words, okay? So that's why you cannot just snap judgment when people maybe pronounce this certain words, right? You cannot say like you are cursing. Maybe they are not cursing because in their places, different language, different meaning. Okay. I use simple example also in Malaysia language. Okay, actually they have a lot, right? It's about like gerek. You know gerek, Gerek. Okay, gerek in Singapore is called gerek say, right? Gerek say start like stylo, right? If you say in Kedah, okay, in a part of region, northern region, gerek is means like bicycle, basikal. Okay, it's bicycle. Ini gerek aku ni. That is my bicycle. But in Sarawak, it's my place, my hometown. Gerek means like you are my couples. You are my boyfriend. You are my girlfriend. This is my gerek. This is ataupun tok gerek kami. Something like that, right? So the language will be different place will have a different meaning. So Yeah, it's quite interesting because sometimes when we learn something new, new word, not new products, I want to say, new words, it's something like, oh, okay, or different meaning will have different. So don't misjudge. So sometimes the language, sometimes it helps you to know, oh, this is the new words, okay? So different meaning. Can you imagine? I told you, like, even the word gerek just now in Singapore, different. In northern region, in part Kedah, Utara, Penang, gerek is like bicycle. In Sarawak, gerek means like, yeah, but you are my gerek. Ni gerek kami, tok gerek kami, tok gerek kami. So ini saya punya kawan, special friends for example. So language is different, okay? So that is a cultural influences. Okay, so that's why, uh, of course, in term of language, is good to learn new, but you have to become more knowledgeable. If you don't understand, you have to ask. Okay, and in terms of the ingredients, okay, ingredients somehow, um, we have to be particular, especially when the product is instant food, right? So we have to know certain product we not allowed. In Malaysia, maybe you don't have problem because you can see every single product they have halal tag, halal logo. But let's say you go to the another country, okay, even like Indonesia also you don't have problem. They have also halal tagging, halal logo. But in another, let's say in a Western country, okay, it's a very uh difficult to find this halal, okay. And somehow instead of halal, they do have kosher. You know kosher, KOSHRER. This is for Jewish who concern for, because Jewish also like Muslim. It's not totally same, but implementation and practically they are almost like us actually. They are looking for kosher meat. Okay, kosher meaning to say the meat is being slaughtered by Jewish. Okay, for them is halal, like us using halal. Like halal for us to eat when they have halal Tayyiban standard, right? But for them, for Jewish, they also will have permissible to eat the meats being slaughtered by Jewish. Okay, so that is in the part of in terms of the ingredients here. Okay, and for the packaging, okay, of course, sometimes the product is only just a common product, but because the packaging make it something like wow, it's so impressive to have the packaging look like versatile and exclusive, make the price is quite pricey. Kadang-kadang pembungkusan ataupun packaging itu yang menyebabkan harga tu makin walao dia jadi lagi yang lebih mahal disebabkan nampak eksklusif, nampak mahal. Padahal produknya biasa-biasa. It's very simple product, okay? And the last one is about presentation. Okay, sometimes when you want to let's say like personal selling product kan, personal selling ni selalunya you have to communicate. So like insurance, let's say any kind product like let's say water filter, Coco, you have to present to your customer, right? So you have to tell them the features, the functions. So in terms of the cultural influencer will be totally different. And other part, how the presentation, maybe they prefer to have video presentation. Some they prefer face-to-face presentation. Somehow they prefer to have like DIY presentation, do it yourself presentation. When you show, you instruct, they do that. They demo and at the same time they try. Means like simulation for them. So this is how we call as the cultural influences. Okay, and then we also have the economic factors. Okay, so we do have economic development, local infrastructure, because economic development in here, it will be relying on the market itself. If the economic development is quite higher, mean that developed country, negara yang telah membangun, in terms of the marketing management is been done very well, sangat nampak very exclusive. Okay, and compared to the country who are maybe developing countries, negara yang sedang membangun, in terms of the marketing, in other, especially we maybe touch little bit on tourism for example, they cannot show everything because the country maybe they have a lack in terms of the resources, natural resources, so they cannot promote more. But for the local infrastructure, that also influence because it depends on the country itself, how the well of the country can actually have their local infrastructure. Developed country, negara yang telah membangun, of course the local infrastructure is quite impressive. But for those who maybe still developing countries, okay, in terms of local infrastructure is quite it's not saying that it's not developed, but they are trying to developing. It goes with slowly moving and develop well, okay. And we do have the next one, the brand names. We do have the packaging. Okay, of course, the packaging representing something like how the way of the brand name itself, and then the design of the products, like Gucci, um, what brand name, design, okay, or maybe design certain product, okay, and then I believe that the design encouraging, okay, the people when you keep on changing your design, they have some product improvement. Let's say for handphone, you cannot just stay in a like the last in the 10 years ago, the product is like that, because when you keep on having the different features and design, let's say like you have iPhone 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, uh, 5 or iPhone. Yeah, they have numerous of the model and design because to make sure they keep and having their R&D. Huh? And then advertising. Okay, we're talking about advertising. I just touched little bit because it related to our. Okay, sorry, yeah, I have some message in here. Okay, um, okay, all right. For the advertising, it's divided into two. We have uh I'm so sorry, it's not goes with my brain right now. Okay, two types of advertising. We have above line advertising and below line advertising. Okay, above line advertising is focusing more on online, mean paperless, tidak menggunakan sebarang kertas, is online. And for the below line advertising is using paper. Example, brochure, what we call banner, okay, leaflet, pamphlet, okay, card, business card, uh, what else? Flyers, okay, so yellow pages, zaman dulu lah yellow pages ni eh. So they maybe the Star, newspaper, News Straits Times newspaper, magazine. So this is all about advertising, below line advertising using paper. And for the online advertising, mostly they use social media. Okay, social media marketing. This is quite impressive right now, trending. Okay, and we have blog, we have website, we have like pop-up advertisement, and also we do have like Twitter, we do have like Facebook, okay, and Instagram, okay. They keep on blasting, messaging, okay, message blast, okay, text message blast with the 5-digit numbers, okay. So this is all advertisement can be done under the online above line advertising. Okay, so we moving to the market pricing risk. Okay, of course certain price when we want to set up the price itself, they do have a lot of risk. Okay, we cannot say that the risk is just low risk. It will be like higher risk or moderate risk. So number one, damage to the brand names when the pricing is quite very competitive, very pricing, okay, sorry, but very pricey, okay, it will be depend, okay, if the quality is good, the consumer will not complain. But if the quality is worse, okay, of course totally the price is still quite very pricey, people will complain, customer will be complain, because customer nowadays is not long time ago customer, okay, they are up to date and they are very sensitive to the price, they are price sensitivity. Dia orang yang sangat alert tentang harga dan quality, okay, so they are very, I believe that nowadays the customer is very educated, okay, sangat berpendidikan, and they know how to evaluate well. So if let's say your product is totally worse or bad quality, and suddenly you uh, charge on a very pricey cost, of course that will damage to your brand name, because people will look into the relationship like this: the quality, the price, the quality, the product, the price can be markup. Okay, For them, high cost, high quality. But if the low quality, high price, they will complain. Simple, huh? And the second one, gray market development. Of course, this is related to the, the now, it's not now, actually long time ago, it's about issue on what we call economy shadow. Dibayangi oleh di sebalik ekonomi tu ada bayang-bayang. Macam tu lah. Okay. Grey market is a part of the economy shadow, meaning to say instead to have the legal business, okay, transaction in Malaysia itself and other country parts of the world, they do behind the scene, they will have many grey market development. What is a grey market? How the grey market is exist. Macam mana market grey ni, market kelabu kita panggil, market ataupun pasaran belakang lah. It's like black market. Okay, development is rising. Grey is happen when white and black is together, right? Black color, white color is together. So meaning to say legal and illegal is together, it's counted. So in the grey market development is lots, drugs, smuggling, drugs, smuggling, prostitution ring, okay? What else? We have kidnapping, arm sales. Arm sales ni bukan kita jual arm, tapi kita jual senjata api, okay? We have weapons, okay, illegal weapons selling in the market area, and then we do also have like kidnapping, okay, and then we also have like kita panggil sebagai ransom, ransom ni tebusan, kidnapping and ransom kita colik, okay, colik kanak-kanak, and then we need some payment, that is ransom. And then we do have like embezzlement is something like penggelapan wang. So this is actually been hide under the grey market, okay. And then how it's do from the illegal to legal, and somehow they will translate into this economy shadow, okay. For example, like we do have kita kata apa? Money laundering. From the illegal income will be translated into the placement into legal. Okay, from the money that illegal, you want to clean it up. This concept like you are drying or cleaning your clothes, right? Duit tadi, duit haram is forbidden fund. Okay, sorry, forbidden. Benda yang tidak di haram lah, haram ah. So it will be clean the money into the marketplace by wash it. How you wash it? You buy properties. People not asking how much, where the money you got, whether the money is haram or not. You buy the land and then you set up the properties. Okay, the developer will set up the properties and maybe set up the condominium or apartment, and then it will sell to the public. And the public will not ask whether this money is halal haram, after the money and the housing is already been developed by developer. Are you get me? So this is how the cycle of money laundering. But in Malaysia, we do have Money Laundering Anti Act, Section 10, if I'm not mistaken, in 1980s. So to make sure that we can have this anti money laundering. Not to say not just only focusing saying that I'm so sorry, it's quite sensitive, but some research said there will be majority races that involved in money laundering is Chinese. Now it's not only Chinese, it's all races in Malaysia. Okay, involving in money laundering. Whether uh, like in Malaysia we do have this SPRM. Okay, to caught on these people is involving or not, it's been will be, yeah, it's not SPRM actually, not only just this uh what we call enforcement body will be involved, is all, okay, police, okay, and also even the legal system itself, because it's involved in criminal law, okay, dia di bawah jenayah berat jugalah sebenarnya. So it's about the grey market development is involved in that. And then of course, the last part we have consumer resentment. Consumer resentment meaning to say the customer will feel something like dissatisfaction when what they expect from the producer will be have or not, will be include or not in their product purchase. Okay, and then we do have the international promotion issue. This is promotional mix that I told you before. We have advertising. Okay, advertising I told you before is divided into two. We have above line versus below line strategy, and Yeah, above line is the online advertisement, whereby below line is the using paper. Okay, personal selling, you face to face your customer, or even you use Zoom, or maybe you use Google Meet. Okay, doing some face to face, okay, that is still called as personal selling, okay. And sales promotion, we're talking about you giving some, like I told just now, is like value buy or sales promotion, how many percent, okay. And yeah, it involve you giving discounted rate. You learn in ITB class before, right? And then public relation involving something involve the public, okay, how the public mirroring you as a company to give a good image to the public. Example, you can use like spokesperson, you can use role model, like why I suddenly not remember. You can use role model, okay, ambassador, yeah, ambassador as representative of your company products, okay, to show a good image, okay, and then or you can use spokesperson to talk on behalf and to give testimony about your products, like uh, sorry, AirAsia, the spokesperson is his CEO itself by using Tony Fernandez. And for AirAsia, yeah, it's for AirAsia. For ambassador, yeah, it's a huge, but according to the certain, if I'm not mistaken, Bloomberg's 2013 is quite outdated. It's been stated that the richest ambassador around the world still goes to uh Tony, sorry, not Tony, but that guy name, the golfer, um, Tiger Wood. Yeah, Tiger Wood. So yeah, okay. So ambassador, you are not using that product, but you are just representative. But spokesperson, you using the product, you give the testimony. That's a different. Okay, and then we do have this advertising strategy, three decision factors. We have message, medium, global versus local. So that's why I always use the term local. You go for global at the same time you're maintaining the local. So what is the message you want to deliver in your advertisement? Okay, you have to tell this. And the medium, which channel? Above line, below line, personal selling, sales promotion, or maybe you want to use public relation. All right. I will. I actually already touched this one. What's the difference? Industrial product, consumer product. Industrial product goes to the massive. For example, more on the company usage, and consumer product is for the consumer product. So I will do the part two. Of course, we have more remaining 35 slides more. Inshallah, I will continue on back. So at the same time, be right back. Yeah, Assalamualaikum. But at the same time, do tackle the key terms for topic 6. Thank you. Assalamualaikum. Bye. Bye. What should I do? Yeah, I should stop first. And